Pokemon Gen 1 Recomp has been getting tons of updates, and there's already a bunch of mods that completely change the experience. Here are some of the best ones I've tested. Chromatic Shape Voxel Mod Battle Art. Not only does this one give you 3D diorama look to the overworld, this one also adds animations and battle art, as well as the very famous FPS mode. Crystal animated sprites with shiny visuals. This is pretty cool because it basically gives you the animations from Pokemon Crystal. So you get the shinies, you get the colors, you get the delayed enemy cries. You pretty much get Jolo in Kanto with this, and it's pretty nice the way they implemented it. It looks beautiful. PC Grid UI. All this does is basically give you a grid UI on your PC, so that way you can see the different Pokemons that you have. No more going through a list up and down. You can just find the Pokemon you want, and that's it. Perfect start. From when you're starting the game, doesn't matter if you're in blue, red, or yellow. You can just select one of the Pokemon and the other two will be added to your Pokemon without having to do anything else besides say yes or no to changing the nicknames. Shiny Pokemon. Who doesn't love shiny Pokemon? Yes, you can have shiny Pokemons appear both in the overworld or just normally, even in first person view. It does what it says. It makes you able to encounter shiny Pokemon in Gen 1. Oh, Pokemon Catchable 151 mod basically makes it so every Pokemon in the Pokédex is out in the wild in their respective areas, and you can just go and catch them. You want a Gengar? You can find him hanging around somewhere. Gen 1 Online basically gives you the GTS 24/7 online multiplayer up to 16 player MMO overworld experience, trainer profile cards, trading, real-time PvP battles, and you can do that all in 3D, which is pretty darn cool. One of the most sought after mods, Overworld Encounters and Wilds of Kanto, two mods that do the same job. Now, in my opinion, as of the times of recording this, I favor the Overworld Encounter a lot more because while Kanto does have a few problems, it does look nicer Wilds of Kanto, especially with the Overworld sprites because it's using more modern ones, and the Pokemon actually do attack you and stuff, which is pretty nice. But Overworld makes it so the Pokemons actually do feel like they belong in the grass. It is just nice the way they look as well because they are using the Gen 2 sprites. So in my opinion, pick the one you want like the best. Unique menu icons. This one is nice. It does have a little problem. You can see how you have the pretty much you go to your Pokemons and you see how they all have the updated sprites. They don't look like little random monsters now anymore, which is cool. Now, the only thing is that they're supposed to be recolored, but there is a little bit of glitch, so it makes it so if you're doing it on red, they all look red, and if you're doing it on blue, they all look blue, and yellow, same story when it's supposed to have different colors for the different Pokemon. Pika's anime accurate sprites. Who doesn't want the anime accurate Pikachu? That's pretty much all it does. It gives you an anime accurate Pikachu that you can have in battle, and it's actually pretty darn cool. These are just some of the mods available right now. Gen1 Recomp is still being updated, so this list will probably grow. So let me know which one is your favorite, which ones do you want to install. By the way, all the links to the mods are down in the description.